What's going on, people? It's actually Rak-Su here, and I'm with the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the greatest shades north of the River Thames and all the way up to the River Tyne. It is Batista. What are you saying, brother?
Chilling, brother. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Yeah. What are you doing here? What brings you up to Newcastle so early?
Well, I'm here supporting Misfits. You know, Ash, one of my favorite fighters. You know, I became a fan of yours when you did the entrance, when the Pokemon music hit, and then you did, you know, that's when I was like, look at this guy, a big smile on his face, and I followed you ever since then. And then, you know, I've been following you, so you did a great performance against Kenny, so I was interested when, as soon as you were announced on that card, I was like, ooh, Ash, you know, Newcastle's not too far away from me, so I thought, you know what, let's come and support the event. There's quite a few good fights here as well, so why not? And, you know, it's good to support everyone on Misfits, because it's a good company.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And I'm going to be selfish right now because you've been in the gym with Roy Jones Jr. You obviously have a boxing pedigree yourself. You know a lot about boxing. Give me one piece of advice ahead of this fight.
Feints. You can use your feints, it'll keep him wary. Because he's going to come in clearly for that overhand right. His overhand right is his only weapon towards you. I don't think his jab's going to cause you any issues or anything like that. If you can control his overhand right, you're in the game. So
there you go. I'm going to tell my coach, I'm like, look, scrap everything else. We're feinting. I'm not even throwing for the first round. I'm just feinting.
And mix the feint up. Jab, feint, jab. You know, lead right, feint, and work off it. See how he reacts. As soon as he shits it, then go. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like this, one of my favorite things to do is I'll jab to the body. I move around, let him say, I'll jab to the body again. Then I know as he's reacting and he's going to start reaching, I'm going to jab, I'm going to boom, and I'm going to pull so hard. Boom. Nail him like that. Stuff like that, I'll kill him.
That's that Floyd Mayweather shit right there.
And if you do get onto the ropes, if he pins you back and you are there, what you got to do, this is something Roy Jones told me. Nostrils. Knuckles to the nostrils. Knuckles to the nostrils. When you get a bully who's trying to bully you and all that, knuckles to the nostrils. That'll make you think twice about that. Right up there. Right up there.
Listen, when you hear the passion, and you can see, I can see the passion burning from you. Like he's ready to go. So the question is, when are we going to see you in the ring?
It's up to Mams. It's up to Mams. Look, me and Jose Aldo have agreed the fight. So Mams wants it next year. So whoever my debut is, cool. He said, look, I want you to have a debut, then Jose Aldo next year. So whoever it's going to be, you know, I'm going to make sure I win, and I'm going to make sure I make a big statement. You know, 155 is my weight division. That welterweight belt, I want the welterweight belt, and I want to stamp myself in that welterweight division. So yeah, that's the plan.
Jose Aldo is a bona fide legend, right, of combat sports. That would seem like a massive challenge to take on your first fight in Misfits, considering you haven't fought for a while. How do you feel about the concept and the prospect of fighting him?
Well, I've been training with Roy Jones in Florida for a long, long time. And only recently, last couple of years, I've really reached a really good level. I'm talking United States champions that I'm fighting. I'm sparring really, really hard. This is hard sparring, you know. This isn't like easy sparring. I'm doing so well against those guys. They're champions. Jose Aldo's not the greatest boxer. He doesn't punch particularly hard. He can't knock out these featherweights. And I'm a big, big welterweight. So I know if he trades, he'll be in trouble. He can't box on the back foot, he'll be in trouble. He's much, much shorter than me. He's 5'5", 5'5", 5'6", and I'm 5'10" and a half. Don't forget the half inch. You don't forget the half inch. But you know what? I think I'm
5'10" and a quarter.
Can't forget those quarters. But yeah, I think that fight would be definitely a winnable fight for me. Because remember, Roy Jones is one of the greatest boxing minds in the world. If he didn't believe in it, then yeah, we would maybe look at something else. But he says, listen, you can beat Jose Aldo with the attributes that you have and the attributes that he has. You can beat him. So when he says that to me, I know he's not bullshitting. So that's what gives me tremendous confidence.
I hear it. And what worries you? As you analyse him, obviously you've identified all the areas where you're stronger, all the areas where you can be victorious. Is there anything that he does well at an elite level that you're like, cool, this I'd have to game plan for?
He has stamina. That's the only thing that I see, stamina. He doesn't know how to set up his shots or anything like that. I see his stamina is one of his main attributes. He's said that many times in his interviews as well, that, oh, I get warmed up after a couple of rounds. And I know he's struggling with boxing because he's only had a few fights and he's used to decades and decades of 5-minute rounds, and he struggles to pace himself. But yeah, his stamina is what he says is his main thing. So I know he'll be swinging all the way till the very last, which again, I think it's an advantage, but also a disadvantage, because swinging and trading with me is stupid. You shouldn't. That's one thing I do have. Ask Roy Jones. Heavy hands. You can't teach that. So I'm really looking forward to that. I know Mams Taylor likes that fight as well. So let's do it.
Bro, I'm gassed for you. I guess the next question is, if that is the second fight, who are the potential opponents for the first fight? Who's in that 155 category that you've got your eyes on at the moment?
I don't know because I'll take on anyone. I know that 135, you got guys like Dean and Walid and all that, but they're 135. I know they were on about Aldo as well, so why not fight one of them? I'd fight both of them. I know Walid started to cry. He didn't want to fight me.
Well, I think at 155, Salt Pappy's coach was saying that he could go lower than 165. I think you probably have B-Dave maybe in that arena.
I like B-Dave, yeah.
You might have Nick Lamau might be in that sort of area as well.
So many nice
Fox the G.
These are such nice guys, but you know what? At the end of the day, look, if Mams Taylor says to me, any of those guys, I'll fight any of them. Salt Papi will be a really interesting one. He's a southpaw, he's got heavy hands, he's got a very good trainer in Coach Sol, really good trainer, so that'd be really cool. All of them, I'm not really bothered about who it is. I believe in myself, I believe in my dreams, I believe in, more importantly, my purpose. Sometimes I've got some stuff going on that makes me not need to fight, right? But
What is that out of interest?
Like the businesses I've got going on, those things are I'm comfortable, I don't have to fight, right? So what happened for me many years ago was all the bullying and the racism that I had that really caused me so much stress and grief and made me ashamed to be brown. And I tried to take my own life. And luckily for me, Lady Gaga's music, those lyrics in Marry the Night saved my life, right? But something happened to me that night. Something happened to me. I made a promise to myself. One day, I'm going to do it so big. I'm going to be on TV all over the world that those people that bullied me, those people that threw food at me and wouldn't work with me, called me all kinds of names, made me feel like a piece of shit just for the color of my skin, are going to be like, he's fighting Jose Aldo. He's fighting on his own. No way, I want to freak out. That's what motivates me. And you know what? I thought I had it when I first did my first fight in Florida, but it wasn't enough. I thought with the first CNN thing wasn't enough. So I know that with Misfits and DAZN, I'm going to have that platform where I can prove to my bullies that, I smashed it. I went and made it. I went on worldwide TV and I won multiple times and I beat Jose Aldo, a Hall of Famer. Look at me now, hand raised. I'm still standing. I'm a winner. What are you doing? Still racist probably, looking at me. There you go. I want my revenge. I'm here for my revenge.
But revenge and success is killing them with success.
100%. And I won't stop till I get it. So all these opponents, whatever way, whoever they are, bring them all on. Bring them all on.
And as we know, watching this and out there's probably other young men or women of colour who are disenfranchised, who are subject to racism or other things, other types of prejudices, and they're a little bit lost in life and they feel powerless and they don't know what to do, they don't know how to change their situation. If you had a message for those people out there, a younger version of you, what would that be?
Talk. I don't care how embarrassing it was. Bro, I was 19. I was just so embarrassed to tell my mom and dad that, hey, university, I'm being called this, I'm called terrorist, and people are pushing me around, people are physical, people. I was too afraid because I thought my family will say, you're 19 years old, you're getting bullied. So to anyone out there who's been bullied or anything like that, or going through that, talk to people, talk to your family, talk to your friends. They're not going to judge you, they're going to help you. Because if you don't talk, what's going to happen is it's going to be bottled inside, and eventually so it could happen what happened to me, where you can start looking at yourself and say, maybe, you know what, maybe they are right. And then what happens? Are you going to self-harm? Something bad could happen of that. So if you don't talk, that's the worst thing you can do. Talk. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Talk, because that's what's going to help you get through that hole. Because that support system, identifying the issue, getting the support, step by step, you will get out of that situation, no matter what it is. But you have to communicate. That's the biggest thing, communication.
First, I really hope we get to see you fighting on Misfits soon, and I really hope you get the Jose Aldo fight, and I really hope you win, but not for sporting reasons, because I think the world needs your story to be capped off with a crowning glory. So, brother, thank you for sharing.
Thank you, and good luck for your fight, man. I'm rooting for you. I'll be that loud guy saying, let's go, Ash. But good luck. Thank you so much.
I'm inspired, brother. Thank you.
God bless you, brother. Thank you.